Hi, everyone. Welcome to Aasiyah TV. I'm so glad that you're here today to watch this episode of my TV show. So behind the scenes, what I've been working on lately on Aasiyah TV has been to be interviewing many people, many of my friends who are entrepreneurs, who are in different parts, different careers in their lives. They might be coaches, health coaches, life coaches, business coaches. They are going to be, speakers, authors, people that I know that I would love to interview, and I've been interviewing. And I'm going to be bringing those to you on Aasiyah TV in the next few episodes, which I'm excited about. One of them is about life adventure. I have a friend, Vidya. She's a life adventure coach. I have another friend, Pamela Stone, and she is an amazing coach. She has this really cool program we're going to talk about in regards to decluttering your life, and we're going to talk about that. And then my friend Geneva, her video is actually going to come up first, and she will be talking with me about Reiki. So we've been doing our interviews in the background, and I've got more interviews of other people that I will be, doing and putting up here, because I really want this channel to be full of, ideas. I want to have you all get golden nuggets, whether it's just from my own videos or from videos where I'm interviewing my friends, my colleagues, and things like that. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really excited about that. Now, let me get started about what I'm going to talk about today. And it's really a lot about clarity. So how many of you actually have had an issue where, you're trying to get clear, and you're trying to get clear what you're doing, and sometimes you're trying to figure it out and you're thinking, like, why is it taking so long for me to get clarity? Or what do I need to do to start getting clarity now? And I can tell you, getting clarity isn't something that just happens overnight. It does take its time. And for me, it took a lot of time. Now, as I created Aasiyah TV, in my head, what I wanted to talk about was leadership and public speaking and personal development, because those are very near and dear to me, and I love those topics. But I also love a lot of other topics, and I have a lot of different coaching certification backgrounds, and I want to utilize the tools that I have in those certifications to be able to provide information to all of you. And last night, I was actually thinking about my clarity, and I was just praying about it. I don't know about you. I pray. I like to pray, and I pray to God, and I was asking him last night. I was like, God, I want to figure out what I want to do in regards to really like making my business just like grow, and my Aasiyah TV show grow. I want to just be able to really make an impact in the lives of people out there. And I'm just starting Aasiyah TV. It's fun. I love it. I love being able to talk to you guys here on camera, on video. And I don't have the fancy sets right now or anything like that. I know it's going to come, so I'm making do with whatever it is that I have as far as what I can do to provide for you, to give you information. Because one of the things that I got very clear about for myself was I want to be able to inspire people. And that's the biggest motivation. That, and I love to teach. I want to be able to put myself out there and teach to people. And of course, I wanted to be a professor when I was in college, because I actually enjoyed watching my professors teach. And I thought, I could do the same thing. So why not? I want to do that. But then in order to be a professor, you need to have a master's degree, and then you need to have a PhD or a doctorate degree in some field where you're going to be obviously teaching. I went to law school with the idea that I was going to come out of law school with my Juris Doctorate. I would be a doctor of law. I would be able to teach, come back and teach at the school, and it would be a lot of fun. I decided that law was not the best fit for me. And of course, I spent 2 years, again, trying to figure out what my clarity was going to be. Like, what did I want to do in my life? That is something that I really took the time to figure out before I, found coaching and decided that that was the path for me that I was going to do, is to do coaching. And, fast forward now, like about 6 years later, I have my coaching certifications. I actually went back to school. So I'm getting my master's right now in human resources, which is amazing, because human resources has a lot to do with leadership and psychology, among other things, and how to be able to, create a relationship with, the people that you're going to be working with, or that you have in your team, which I think is essential, even if you have your own business, because you need to know how to work with your team and how to bring people together and how to be the leader. But one of the things that I really got clear about last night was that my aim, because my aim is to inspire, I'm thinking, well, how and what do I need to do to be able to inspire people? What is it that I want to do to inspire? And how is it? Like, what is it and how is it? Because you got to ask yourself questions. When you're trying to get clear, it's essential that you ask yourself questions just as a coach would ask you questions. Because a coach could ask you questions such as, what would it look like to inspire somebody? What would you be doing, or what steps would you be taking to inspire somebody? Now you can do the same, for example, if you're trying to get clear with what kind of coaching you want to do, for example, or what kind of business you want to run. You ask yourself questions just like that, just changed around to business related items, and say, well, what do I want to do to be able to get people to look at me as the person they can come to, the go-to person? What do I need to deliver? What do I need to do to serve others? Because that's one of the things that we do as leaders, is we are serving people. We're serving others. We're not just all about, us, because it's not about us. What I'm doing is not about me. It's for all of you. Aasiyah TV is not just because I want to be here on TV and I hope to be on Oprah, which would be really cool if that happened. But it's because I want to be able to put whatever I learn, whatever lessons I get in my life, to you, because you know what? My aim is to just help people become better versions of themselves, because I'm working to be the better version of myself each and every day. And that is exactly what the clarity was that I needed, that I was praying for last night. And it came to me that really what I need to do is to teach people how to be the best versions of themselves. So how do I teach people this? It's taking the lessons that I've learned in my life, taking the lessons I'm learning now while I'm at college, getting my master's degree, while I'm reading all these books. I have a lot of leadership books. I just got this really awesome book that was written by Douglas Abrams, and it's a book by the Dalai Lama and Archbishop Desmond Tutu. And they talk about it's called the Book of Joy. So they talk about how to live in joy in your life, even though your life might be full of adversity and things that you need to overcome, how to live your life with joy. And I was thinking to myself, that's an amazing book, and they went through years of learning things to be the people that they are today, to be the servant leaders that they are, to help us. And I'm still reading the book, and I just thought to myself, that's what I want to do, is to be a servant leader, to be able to serve people by providing them with what I've learned, what I know that can help somebody else. Because like I said, I'm learning to be the best person that I can be. And I want other people to be able to take what I learn and implement it into their own lives as well, because maybe we all have the same life lessons or similar things that we're going through. And there might be something I could talk to you about that might make you relate to me, and something you will talk about that would make me relate to you, because as humans, we relate to one another. And that's why we have relationships, which I will talk about in the next video, by the way, you guys. I'm going to talk about relationships because it's important. And I want to get that out there, especially because I've learned a lot of lessons in relationships. So we're going to talk about that in the next episode. But you guys, I just want you to understand that clarity can come in many different ways. Sometimes it takes a long time. In my case, it took me 6 years to get to the point where I finally got clear and said, okay, well, this is what I'm doing, is teaching people by inspiring them, because I want to inspire. And if I get to teach people how to live better versions of themselves by being better leaders, having better relationships, being able to put their voice out there, being able to be the people that they want to be, why not? And I know there's a lot of people that probably are doing the same thing that I got clear about doing as well. So I don't have competitors. I've got people that I can talk to, I can get to know. Maybe there's things I'm going to learn from them that I'm going to be able to put out there for you guys, for myself, and that's the most important thing, is when you are getting clear, you can pick up on what other people are doing and look at it and say, okay, you know what, this resonates with me. And I know that I can also do the same thing. I can be able to put out there what I know, what my knowledge is, what my tools are, that I can be able to help other people with. And of course, I am right now working on a book that I'm writing, which I won't say too much about right now because I don't want to put it out there. I want to be able to get it done before I actually tell people more about it. But I'm working on a book where I get to talk to people about just these kinds of things. You got to excuse the lighting in here because we have a sunroof over our head here in the living room. And so this is where I'm recording my videos. Cause like I said, this is where I'm at right now. And I know that in the future, I'm going to have a better, place and studio, which I'm excited about. And I'm coming out here being honest and upfront and truthful to you guys and being my authentic self, because this is me. This is who I am. And which reminds me, I actually got a website called Aasiyah.com. So I've got to get that website up and going at some point. But it's Aasiyah.com. It's just going to be a website where I'm going to be blogging, where I'm going to be, talking about things, just like what I do here on Aasiyah TV, because we are all who we are. So I am Aasiyah. There's going to be someone who's going to have something, I am Tanya, or I am Lily, or I am Mike, because that's what we are. We are who we are. We are the versions of I am. And I know if you've read Wayne Dyer's books, he talks a lot about I am, and I am being a very spiritual thing to understand and learn about. So Aasiyah.com is going to be coming up. I also have my Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's my personal Instagram. I just post photos of what I'm doing on a daily basis. I post quotes. It's just fun for me. So if you want to follow, and I would love for you to follow, and if you love my photos, that would be awesome, because, I talk about all kinds of things on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. My handle is at Aasiyah Ghazi. I'm going to have it all posted down below on the video, so you can be able to, look it up. You can click on the link and you can go ahead and add me on your Instagram. I'm not a big Twitter fan right now, so I don't use Twitter, but I do have a Twitter if you want to follow me. However, I'm trying to focus on one platform at a time. I think that's the other thing about clarity, is you got to focus on one platform at a time and one thing at a time. You can't focus on everything at once, because doing too much can be very overwhelming. And I've been there. I overwhelm myself sometimes because I do that. I like to do a lot of things at once. And I realize it's not something that I should be doing. I need to be able to, focus on one thing at a time. So my focus is on my Instagram platform and growing that, of course. And of course, I have my Facebook page, which I'm working on. And I have my Twitter page, which I haven't really worked too much on, but I do occasionally go on Twitter because I kind of like to read some of the banter that goes on Twitter between our president and other leaders, because it's funny to me, because I get to learn from that too, it's interesting. We do get to learn from everybody as much as we can. And that's something that I really like to do. Something that I like to do is, like I said, learning it and then putting it out there for you guys, so I can be able to show you and teach you, because at the end of the day, like I said, I just want to help people become better versions of themselves. I'm working on being a better version of myself every day. This is something that we work on a daily basis, and we're going to work on it for the rest of our lives. But why not start now and look into areas in our lives that we want to take care of, that we want to grow in, because that's what's going to contribute to us being the better versions of ourselves, where we are growing on a daily basis, we are learning on a daily basis, and we are putting ourselves out there and being vulnerable and authentic and being okay with that. Because this is the time where right now it is good to be vulnerable, to be out there, to really be able to put yourself in that position where, you are who you are and you're living your life the way you want to live it. So my friends, if you have not subscribed yet to my YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button below and go ahead and subscribe today, because you don't want to miss my videos. Like I said, I'm going to have interviews coming in soon. So I'm going to be posting up interviews. First interview is going to be coming up this Saturday, August 5th, 2017. And it's going to be with my friend Geneva. We're going to be talking about Reiki and how Reiki works, basically what Reiki is and how it works for those of you who don't know. And, at the same time, if you want to try out Reiki, we're going to have her information out there for you guys to, get in touch with her, ask her questions, maybe try out Reiki, however you want to do it. But it's going to be a fun episode. And then in a couple of weeks, we're going to have another episode with my friend Pam Stone, who's going to be talking about decluttering your life. We're going to be talking about mindset goals and things like that. And we're going to talk about brain dumping. Brain dumping is an absolute amazing and crucial way for you to get yourself more clarity, to write out the things that that you love to do, for example, and just put it out there so well, I have the tools for this. I like doing that. And now I need to get clear with what I need to do. Clarity is very important when it comes to, to figuring out what you want in your life. And so brain dumping actually helps with that. And then right now, my third interview afterwards is going to be with my friend Vidya, who will be talking about life adventuring and how that works. She's also getting some stuff prepared. So, be on the lookout as soon as that interview comes up. So hit the subscribe button below right there. Hit the subscribe button. I might have to point it on this way because the video flips around, right? So either way, hit the subscribe button down there below and subscribe today. If you like my videos, if you like seeing authentic, raw footage of someone like me talking to you, telling you things, teaching you things, I would love for you to subscribe and be on my YouTube channel, because you're going to get a lot of golden nuggets, and you can get golden nuggets from a lot of different places, so why not get the golden nuggets here too? All right. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you on Aasiyah TV. If you want to listen to the audio versions of Aasiyah TV, because I know that not a lot of people have so much time to watch videos as well, but watching is really cool too, because you get to see our emotions, right? You get to see our facial reactions. But if you want the audio versions, I will post the audio versions up at request. So please let me know in the comments below if you'd want the audio versions, and you can download it to your iTunes and then put it in your iPhone, or download it to your Android device or your Windows phone, however you use your devices or your smartphones to listen to podcasts. And just like listening to a podcast, I'll send you the link. You can download it, put it to your phone, and listen to it while you're driving. Whatever things I have to say, why not have me in your car? So I will have those audio links prepared as well. And I hope to catch you on the next episode of Aasiyah TV, because you can't miss that, right? All right. Take care, everybody.